Hello everyone, I am JVN Dr. Mohammad Mehraj Alam, Assistant Professor of Economics, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. In this section of video, I will discuss about the Indian economy during reform period, which is the part of globalization. This is the part of Indian economy, a paper which taught as a in a second semester BA BEd student, right? Before this video, I have already discussed a lot about economic reforms in India, right? Now come to the point which I am going to discuss in this video particularly, which is in the Indian context, right? Indian economy during reforms and assessment, okay? We'll assess the achievement of the Indian economy, what Indian economy till now has been achieved during the economic reform period, right? The reform process has completed 1.5 decades, right? In fact, uh, right now it is completed more than 3 decades, right? The reform process have completed more than 3 decades. I think almost 3 decades since its implementation. Okay, so in that way we can assess the performance of Indian economy. Okay, what Indian economy has been achieved during the economic reforms. Okay, so you can assess the different assess the economic reform, or you can do the assessment of economic reform on the different aspect on different points. Let us now look at the performance of the Indian economy during this period, right? In economic growth of an economy is measured by the gross domestic product, right? uh, you know Gross domestic product is the most important for the to for the assessment of economy, any economy of the world, right? We have a some of the data through which we can discuss the achievement, or we can assess the achievement of the economic reform. Okay, uh, you can see in the following table where you can find some of the data, right? Here is the data of three all the three sectors of Indian economy. Okay, that is the primary sector, that is agriculture, as we all know that. Secondary sector, that is industry, and the services sector, that is tertiary sector of Indian economy. We have two set of data. One is pre-reform, and another is the during reform or after reform, you can say. We have a data before 1991, we have a data after 1991. If you look carefully in this table, the agriculture growth during 1980-91 was 3.6, and during 1992-2000 was 3.3, 2002 to 7 it was 2.3, and 2007 to 2012 it was 3.2. And in the 12th plan period, the target of agriculture growth rate was 4%, target one, and target second was 4.2. there were two targets during the 12th five-year plan. Likewise, in industry and services. Services in industry during 1980-81 it was 7.1. The growth rate of industry was 7.1. After that, it was 6.5, and during 2002-2007 it was 9.4. During 2007 to 2011 it was 7.4, and the services sector it was 6.7 during 1988-91. During the 1992-2001 it was 8.2. During 2007 to 2007 it was 7.8. During 2007 to 2012 it was 8.2. This was the sector wise growth rate which was achieved during the reform period and after the reform period and even before the reform period. In the some cases, after reform period, during reform period, it was declined. After they gain momentum again. But you will look the overall performance of the economy. That is the total. If we include all three into one, that is total. That is the actual growth rate of GDP. Because GDP comes from all these three sectors. GDP includes all the three sectors of the economy. As we all know that GDP is the total goods and the services produced within a country during a year. You will find that after reform, GDP is continuously rising. GDP was 5.6 during 1988-91 and it became 6.4 during the period of 1992-2001 and it was 7.8% growth rate during 2002 to 7 and during 2007 to 12 it was 8.2. That is the period of 11th five-year plan, right? And the growth rate of GDP, which was the target of growth rate of GDP during 2012 to 17, that was the period of 12th plan, were 9% and 9.5%. In the table, you will clearly find that the Indian economy achieved lots during the reform period, right? Indian economy growth rate rise sharply during the reform period. Okay, so this was the condition of so this was the performance of the economic reforms in India, right? The table 3.1, during the reform period, the growth of agriculture has declined, while the industrial sector reported fluctuations. The growth of industry table 3.1, the growth rate of GDP increased from 5.6% during 1980 to 91 to 88.2% during 2007 and 12. During the reform period, the growth of agriculture has declined, While the industrial sector reported fluctuation, the growth of service sector has gone up. This indicates that the growth is mainly driven by the growth in the service sector. The 12th five-year plan, period 12 to 17, envisages the GDP growth rate at 9 or 9.5%. In order to achieve such high growth rate, the agriculture, industrial and service sector have to grow at the rates of 4% to 4.2% or 9.6% to 10.9%, 9 and 10 percentage point respectively. However, some scholars raise apprehension over the projection of such high rates of growth as unsustainable. The opening of the economy has led to rapid increase in foreign direct investment and the foreign exchange reserve. The foreign investment, which includes foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment, has increased from about 100 billion US dollar in 1991 to 467 billion dollar in 2012-13. There has been an increase in the foreign exchange reserve from about $6 billion in 1991 to about $304 billion in 2013-14. India is one of the largest foreign exchange reserve holders in the world. India is seen as successful exporter of auto parts, engineering goods, IT software, and and textile in the reform period. Rising prices have also been kept under control. Okay. On the other hand, the reform process has been widely criticized for not being able to address some of the basic problems facing our economy, especially in the areas of employment, agriculture, and industry, infrastructure development, and financial management, etc. I think this is sufficient in this video. I will discuss in the more about the globalization in the next part of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video.